Hard to believe, but 5 months from tomorrow, voters across the country will head to the polls to elect the next president. The Ohio Secretary of State's office is working to make sure the election is safe, secure, and accessible. Today, they launched an effort to make sure that is the case. News 5's John Kosick joins us live with more on that.
Yeah, Home, it's a new task force of election veterans designed to add an extra layer of protection against fraud and misinformation while also making sure that voters this fall are safe. In 5 months' time, the nation will hold a presidential election amidst the worst pandemic we've seen in over a century and the highest level of civil unrest we've seen in over a half-century. To make sure Ohio is ready for November is the appropriately named Ready for November Task Force.
There's two things in that. Ready for November is what we're working to make sure that we are, and task force implies that this is a group of workers. This is people that roll up their sleeves and want to get the work done.
Work like changing legislation to make the election move smoother, like moving back the deadline to apply for absentee ballots from the Saturday before the election, something that caused all kinds of headaches in April.
It causes people to get their ballots too late, and so they can't make their voice heard, which is an awful thing. But it also encourages procrastination.
Prior to the unrest surrounding the death of George Floyd, a growing storyline was the president's increasing assault on the vote-by-mail process.
There's a lot of illegality. They send in ballots that they harvest ballots.
Something Senator Sherrod Brown says was being done to undermine confidence in the system.
This president is just making stuff up.
Brown was Ohio Secretary of State for 8 years.
Every time he says it, it's up to all of us to point out that it's a myth. It's simply not true.
And Secretary of State Frank LaRose stressing what we have heard in so many of the demonstrations, and that is if you really want change, the ballot box is one of the most effective places to get it. Live in Shaker Heights, John Kosick, News 5.